Hi, my name is Cliff Weitzman, and I'm the CEO of Speechify. This is a company that almost didn't make it if it wasn't for the incredible team and culture that we built over the last few years. If you're watching this, then I'm extending an invitation for you to join us at one of the fastest growing tech companies in the world. But before we get into that, let me share with you a little story. I am dyslexic. Reading a sentence takes me the same amount of energy and brain power as most people take to do a long division equation in their head. I was diagnosed in 3rd grade, and it was the best day of my life. Before that, I would pretend to read in elementary school. I would sit there with a book, and I would pass my finger under the word, and I'd pretend to read so that my teachers, my siblings, my friends wouldn't think I was stupid or dumb or lazy. Or the people I care about the most, my parents. The worst part was my dad. My dad was my hero, the person I dreamed that one day I would grow up to be. More than anything else, the thing I wanted was for my dad to be proud of me. Cliff, why are you so lazy? Cliff, why can't you focus? Cliff, don't you want to learn how to read? One day, after countless research, my mom found out about dyslexia, and she had me test it. Turns out, that's exactly what I had. That and ADHD. So then, my dad started reading books to me. He'd come back home early every single day, and he'd read Harry Potter to me. He even recorded himself in a little cassette tape, and I'd fall asleep every single night listening to my dad's voice reading Harry Potter in Hebrew. When I moved to the US when I was 13, I didn't speak English, so I listened to Harry Potter audiobooks 22 times in a row. And now I'm 27, I still have the first chapter of Harry Potter memorized. And from there, I got hooked on audiobooks. I listened to Game of Thrones, Percy Jackson, Narnia, every single book I could get my hands on. Above all else, Harry Potter still remained the most influential book in my life. I became obsessed with magic, and I hope that one day I'd learn how to make my own kind of magic.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm still kind of bitter that I didn't get the letter from Hogwarts. 10 years later, I started school at Brown University. The only problem is that the countless textbooks and PDFs that my teachers would assign were super long, and there were no audiobooks for any of them. Eventually, I realized that there is magic in the world, and it's called computer science. And so I taught myself that, even though it was really difficult to learn how to code when you're dyslexic. And I ended up writing this software that could scan any physical book and read it. And it could parse any website and read that too. And it could upload a PDF and read that too. And Speechify, in 2 seconds, I could take a 150-page book and turn it into a 5-hour audiobook. After writing this program, the words jumped out of the book and into my brain. After 4 years, I was ready to go all in on this little app, the app that would eventually become Speechify. In time, other people wanted to join what we were doing and came all in as well. The mission of eliminating all the barriers to reading and democratizing the knowledge on the internet became such a big one that it was too big to ignore. At its core, Speechify is about people. In the beginning, I was just a student in a dorm room, and then I had Simon joining me from Bulgaria. Chaitu and Vamsi joined me from India. Teammates from London to Paris to Uruguay and Vietnam, all over the world. Now there's more than 110 people who work on Speechify in 22 different countries. There's more than 10 million people who use the app. It's been the #1 app in its App Store category for about 2.5 years, and the Chrome extension is one of the fastest growing extensions in the history of the Chrome Store. The mission is so big that there's no way we'd be here without the Speechify team. And so the reason why we got to where we are is the incredible alignment and passion of all the Speechify teammates. We believe in harmonious collaboration, where everyone's voice matters, where no question or idea is too big or small. We believe in a bias towards action because we would rather be building and making our ideas come to life than just dreaming about them. We love inventing magic. We believe you can't fail while working on this stuff because we view setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow together. Not only do we care about who we are, but we also take pride in how we work. We are distributed by design, meaning our team is fully remote and distributed across the globe, and it's been that way from the very beginning. We celebrate our different perspective and believe that it helps us solve problems in a different way, both by having people who are multicultural, from different backgrounds, different neurodiversity. If you are different, this is a place for you. We believe the internet wants to be audio, and our goal is to facilitate that and make every single website on the internet accessible. We're obsessed with tech and building and hard problems and figuring out how to find the hardest problems and work on them with the teams. We have 4 core principles: extreme product quality, speed, leading with love, and frugality. We make sure to take care of each other. And when we hire, we don't care about pedigree. So if you came from Stanford or Harvard, Google or Facebook, we don't really care. What we care is that you learn really fast, you have fire in the belly for the product, and you're able to ship features fast and move metrics. You know, when I started Speechify in 2016, I started reading papers about the narrow applications of deep learning. And there were 6 categories that I noticed were exiting the labs and becoming productizable: synthetic speech, optical character recognition, transcription, translation, natural language processing, and recommendation engines. Along with that, we developed really well done iPhone app, Chrome extension, web app, Android app, and an API across our backend platform teams. And we constantly look for the best and brightest minds to help us be the industry leaders in these technologies. You know, we believe that not all smart people live in the Bay Area and California. And so we look for diamonds in the rough internationally, people who have the ability to learn really fast and can move the needle with us. And we believe that that's you. We're attracted to the unknown. And as a team, we look ahead to the future instead of what's already been done. We do everything differently. We manage our team differently. We recruit differently. We design differently. We talk to users a lot more than most companies do. And we look to innovate with every step of the way. We're excited by the uncharted territories of our roadmap. And we're looking for teammates with the spirit of an explorer. These are the beliefs we hold on to and share across everybody in our company. We know that these will give us the foundation that we need as we grow and share our vision. And we have really big, audacious goals. We want to make sure that 2 billion people are using Speechify every single day. And we know that we're going to get to that outcome. Our goal is to become the platform that enables everybody to learn faster, comprehend more, retain better, not get bored when they're reading, really unlocking the ability to learn on a much bigger scale. And we want to invite you to be part of that journey with us. When new teammates join Speechify, they're immediately given the chance to take on as much responsibility as they can take on. You know, we have a very clear management style in Speechify that is different than most people. If I'm your manager, I don't tell you what to do. I'll set the big vision for you and we'll set big, hairy, audacious goals together. And then you just tell me what I need to do in order to unblock you, and I'll move mountains to do that. But I won't follow up with you. I expect you to drive the process. Speechify is an extremely meritocratic system. There's not a lot of hierarchy, and leadership at Speechify is not given, it's earned. We encourage you to always be hiring. If you have smart friends, bring them on to join you and take on more responsibility. Every single person on our team has the potential to become a leader. It does not matter what language you speak or what your background is. We embrace the entrepreneurial mind and reward those who give it their all. It's very common for new teams to come to life from the tiny seed of an idea that one teammate has. In fact, we love when our teammates take initiative and action. That's the entire basis of what we operate the company on. And the leaders of our company all have certain principles that we live by. Number 1, extreme product quality. We are user obsessed. We are world class in our attention to detail, maintain extremely high standards, and we are always innovating among ourselves because we are our own most passionate user group. Number 2, speed. We have extreme bias towards action and understand that speed is critical for success. We take calculated risks when it's time for us to innovate, and we never rest on our laurels. Number 3, we deliver results. We are numbers and metrics driven and focus on high leverage problems. Each teammate owns their responsibility, and we're efficient with how we use our energy. Number 4, frugality. We accomplish more with less and understand the constraints allow for more creativity. Through every stage of our growth, we've learned that big budgets is not how you solve problems. It's by finding really talented people and giving them the agency to take creative steps. We reserve our budget to further innovation. Number 5 is we are customer obsessed. We work backwards from our customers and work constantly to exceed their expectations. Number 6 is ownership. We give each teammate control of the problem and let them think about how to innovate and improve it over time. We always act with a long-term view on behalf of the company and our team as opposed to just ourselves. Number 7, my favorite, we lead with love. We're constantly thinking about how to improve the lives of our teammates, our stakeholders, and our customers. Respect and caring for each other is inherent in our values. And number 8, always be hiring. A company, by definition, is a collection of people, and therefore a company is only as good as the quality of its people. If we find someone who is good-hearted, hardworking, and learns fast, we want them on our team. And that's exactly where you come in. If you feel like you're exactly what we previously described and you want to work in an environment like this, we want to invite you to join our team. One of the biggest goals of my life is to be the person that I needed most when I was young. I'm slowly becoming that person, but I wouldn't be able to do it without the help of great teammates and great friends along the way. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. And at Speechify, our standard is excellent. We want to become one of the most influential companies in the history of the world, where people look at us as role models. Make your younger self proud and be the person that you needed most when you were young. Join us as we look to build a more informed, knowledgeable, happier world. I hope I get the chance to meet you very soon.